Once again, it is snowing here in New York City. And yes, it is April 2018. We are in April. And it is snowing again. They said 1 inch. And now they just changed it to 3 to 5 inches. And who knows where they change it after that. At this point, it looks like it's going to be snowing into August. Such is life. But it is Monday, April 2nd. And that means it is 6 days away from WrestleMania. It is hard to believe that just like that, WrestleMania season has all but come and gone almost. After this Sunday, that's it. It came and it went really fast, it felt. WrestleMania season this year was, for me, probably the fastest WrestleMania season that has gone by in recent memory. I mean, it went by quick for me. So, hopefully the ultimate payoff at WrestleMania is going to be epic, man. It looks like one of the best cards that I've seen on paper in a long time. Even though it's Schmazmania, there's a lot of intriguing shit going on. The matches even more so intriguing than the storylines building up to the matches. But on paper, man, you look at some of these matchups, it looks fucking dynamite, guys. I want to talk about The Rock in just a couple of minutes. But first, I just want to say thank you all for watching and laughing and having fun with yesterday's video that I put out on April Fool's Day, titled, "It is Time for Me to Walk Away from YouTube." And we had a little fun, talked a little bit about the Cruiserweights, had some fun with April Fools and me walking away from YouTube. You guys could have reacted one or two ways. You could have been just terribly pissed off that I would do that. Why give you a heart attack? Or you could have laughed at it and just be like, oh, you got me, BC. Happy April Fool's Day. But I think the majority of you guys kind of had both. Ah, BC, you almost gave me a heart attack. But fuck, we love you, man. Thank God you're not going anywhere. Happy April Fool's Day. I think that was the general... I think it was, damn it, BC, I hate you. But damn it, I love you. And that's why I thank you guys. That was a fun video to make. April Fool's Day, I wanted to have some fun. As I told you guys in that video, I took it kind of easy on you guys, man. I was harder on everyone else around me here in New York, I promise you. I was out to breakfast with my date yesterday. That's right, my date. I'm a handsome young lad. A sexy motherfucker, thank you very much. As much as I am working 23 out of 24 hours a day, I do have time to go on dates, guys. All right? Relax. So I'm out there with a young lady friend at breakfast, and I had this nice coffee that I ordered, man. It was this double shot latte, whipped cream, you name it. All the shit was on top of it, but they put these walnuts on it. I'm not a big fan of fucking walnuts. I don't fucking know. It's just not a fan. So they put these walnuts on there. Now, I'm in front of a date, so I'm not just going to take walnuts off my fucking whipped cream on my coffee. That's weird. So my plan here is to drink this coffee. I mean, it's got whipped cream and everything, so it's going to be hard enough to drink this coffee and not get whipped cream all over my fucking face. But I'm going to try to drink this coffee and, like, avoid the walnuts going into my fucking mouth. So I'm drinking this coffee. I'm engaging with my date. I'm trying to talk to her. I'm sipping my coffee, trying to avoid the walnuts, trying to avoid the whipped cream on my face. It's a fucking mess, right? So this walnut gets in. Slips right through the fucking cracks, right? So now I got this fucking walnut. I don't want to eat this walnut. Now, the majority of you will say, it's a fucking walnut, just eat the walnut, BC. It's not worth looking like an idiot in front of your date. Eat the walnut. But I'm stubborn to a core. If I didn't want to eat the walnut, I don't want to eat the fucking walnut. So now I'm in this dilemma. I got this fucking walnut in my mouth. I'm trying to talk to my date over here. She's telling a story. She's engaged in it. I'm listening partially. The other part of my attention is how do I get this walnut out of my fucking mouth So, as she's telling the story, I come up with a brilliant idea. It's April Fool's Day. So I just said, oh, just like that, just a little grunt, oh. She says, you alright? What happened? I said, I don't know. So I went to take the fucking walnut out of my mouth, and I said, and I'm fucking like, I'm looking like I'm like in pain, you know, and I'm like, I just lost a tooth. She said, what? So I just lost a fucking tooth. She says, you're kidding. I go, why would I kid about losing a fucking tooth? And I have it in my hand. It's this fucking walnut. Hoping she's not going to say, let me see it, you know? Because it's a fucking walnut, and that my whole fucking joke would be exposed at that point, because a walnut is going to look like a walnut. I didn't even look at the thing. I just took it out, acted as if it was a tooth. She says, no, let me see it. I have a family of dentists. So her family is like full of dentists. So I'm like, fuck, man. So I'm like, all right, this joke isn't going to last. So I show her the fucking walnut, and she goes, oh my God, we have to get you to the dentist. And I looked at it, and it looked like an actual fucking tooth that would, like a decaying tooth that would come out. It looked brilliant. There was even this, I don't know if you ever, like, broke open a walnut, but it has, like, this red streak that kind of acted like blood, maybe. But it looked fucking real. And I'm like, no, I don't know. I just gotta, just give me a second. Give me a second. And she's like, no, she whips out her phone. She starts dialing her family member, the dentist, and that's when I gotta fucking give up. I'm like, no, April Fools, April Fools. Relax. I'm just kidding. She looked like she wanted to smack me upside the fucking head. It was the I hate you, but I fucking love ya, man. That was good. And she fucking laughed after that, man. But the initial look was, are you fucking kidding me? So, point is, I killed two birds with one stone. I got the fucking walnut out of my mouth. I did not swallow that son of a bitch. And number two, I had some fun with my date, man. April Fools. That kicked off the morning. That was at breakfast. From there on, guys, my fucking brother got it. My fucking Ma Dukes got it. My boys got it. You guys got it. Everybody was fooled by the B motherfucking C last night. So, thank you for allowing me a couple of minutes to just talk about yesterday's video and April Fool's Day. And it's a day that I always have a lot of fun with. So, thank you guys for allowing me a couple minutes to talk about that. That was fun for me. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with it too. Hopefully I didn't anger too many people by judging the reaction from that video. It looks like a lot of you guys had fun with it, and a lot of you guys got what I was doing when I disabled the comments. You guys knew, some of you guys were tipped off with that, because obviously that would have ruined the surprise for people that are watching it hours later, because the comments would just be about April Fools. So I had to disable those comments. But, yeah, man, good times, lots of fun. You gotta have fun in life, man. Relax. I feel that too many times we all just we just take life too seriously. And we walk around with so much pressure, burden, anxiety, worry, doubt, unease. The weight of the world on our shoulders. Relax, drop that shit. Life is really simpler than you're making it, and it should be. Because when you simplify your life, I promise you, though, a lot happier you're going to be. Learn to laugh at not just the other people's fucking blunders. Learn to laugh at your own blunders more than anything. There is nothing I love more than making mistakes. I don't just learn from them. I get to laugh at them. It's fucking brilliant, man. Anyway, I know there'll be fucking comment. Skip to minute 10. BC doesn't even talk about The Rock till like minute 10. BC, you should have timestamps, BC. Man, BC, the video's about The Rock, man, not April Fool's Day. Obviously, you're new to the channel. When you watch a BC Amplified video, we're gonna go every which way. We're gonna go on tantrums, rants, nonsensical, random conversations, wherever I want to take it, because I am the head lunatic on this channel. But yes, now we will talk about The Rock, guys. Obviously, WWE for a long time has been trying to get The Rock to be a part of 34. What they originally wanted, guys, was Triple H, Stephanie McMahon versus The Rock and Ronda Rousey for WrestleMania 34. They originally wanted that for WrestleMania 32 in Texas because they started the storyline at WrestleMania 31 in San Francisco. Over in California, remember that? The WrestleMania 31 storyline where Ronda Rousey first came face-to-face with Stephanie McMahon and The Rock was in there with Triple H. They started the storyline. They were unable to get that inked for WrestleMania 32. Here we are years later at 34 where they really wanted to get that going. They were unable to get The Rock because of filming schedule needs that The Rock had. But, so in its place, they put Kurt Angle. But now we are hearing that WWE has amped up talks with The Rock, and The Rock actually wants to. He is eager to be a part of New Orleans WrestleMania 34. The bookies here, guys, this is what makes this more than just rumor, because I promise you, 6 days out from WrestleMania, the odds and the bookies, they start to really know what they're talking about. This is where their inside men really start to come through. The bookies have The Rock showing up at WrestleMania at 99%, guys. They have the odds of The Rock showing up at WrestleMania at 25-1. That is astronomically incredible as far as The Rock showing up at WrestleMania. That shows you it's all but a done deal. It's just now between, who is it, Paramount? Check my fucking notes over here because he's got the movie Rampage. Warner Brothers. I'm sorry, not Paramount. Warner Brothers and WWE now have to come to an agreement. The Rock wants to be a part of it. The WWE, at this point, it's weird. It's not even like they want. It's like they need him to be a part of it. That's how, from what I'm hearing, is that's how much they're pressuring The Rock getting into WrestleMania 34 in some form or facet. So that's weird that WWE just recently has decided, oh shit, we really need The Rock to be a part of this. That tells me that there's a huge storyline they want The Rock in. But I'll get to that in a second. But again, that's astronomical as far as odds. Astronomical as far as percentages. 99% and 25-1 is the odds that The Rock is going to be a part at WrestleMania. Not just a part, guys, like in a segment. The bookies are saying there's a huge chance he's going to compete. This leads me to believe that if they are able to strike a deal with Warner Brothers, and I'll get to that in a second, too, of why they need to strike a deal with Warner Brothers. Would The Rock replace Kurt Angle? Could something happen to Kurt Angle tonight? There is a huge face-off tonight. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey are going face-to-face with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon tonight. Could something happen to Kurt Angle where he's out of Mania and The Rock, the dream match that Stephanie and Triple H wanted from the beginning, could that match actually come to fruition at WrestleMania and The Rock takes Kurt Angle's place? Rock and Ronda versus Triple and Stephanie. That's a huge possibility. Another huge possibility, The Rock comes in at the tail end of the Roman Reigns-Brock Lesnar match, which we believe is going to be the main event of WrestleMania, the end match, the last match. Would The Rock come in and do something with Roman? And maybe that's the chance, the best chance anyway, for Roman to turn heel. Not just Paul Heyman being his mouthpiece. Paul Heyman turning on Brock Lesnar and joining forces with Roman and vice versa, which I felt should happen. Maybe they go, The Rock comes out, The Rock celebrates with Roman, and Roman no longer wants to be in Rock's shadow, and Roman Reigns does a beatdown on The Rock. That's a segment that could happen as well. So The Rock may not have anything to do with the Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon scenario match. Guys, I don't want to confuse people. There's a lot of scenarios The Rock could be in. But it looks, I mean, the bookies are saying straight out, I've been hearing the rumblings anyway, but until the bookies actually came out with something a little bit more concrete, I didn't want to make a video like this, but they're coming out with crazy astronomical numbers, man. 99% chance and 25-1 odds. And they're saying not only showing up, but there's a chance he could compete. I don't know what segment they would put him in. Would they put him with the Roman segment? Would they put him with Ronda Rousey? Remains to be seen. Will he show up at all? Again, it looks like he's all but showing up. He's definitely going to at this point, according to the bookies. That's going to be fucking awesome. you got to think it's a big night for family. Nia Jax is supposed to capture the championship for the women on Raw. Roman Reigns is supposed to capture the championship over on the side of Raw's Universal Championship, their heavyweight championship. So you have Nia Jax, Roman Reigns. The Usos are going into this thing as champions of the world for the tag team division. So it's a big night for his family. This is the Usos' first match, we think, on the main card, unless they get booted to the pre-show. The Usos' first match on the main card. I mean, this is, you know, The Rock's mama's going to be there. You know his daughter's going to be there. You know The Rock wants to be there. What I was saying, guys, about Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has complete control over The Rock's media schedule for WrestleMania week. And that's because he's supposed to promote Warner Brothers' movie Rampage. That's The Rock's new movie. He's supposed to be overseas, actually, or is he? What is it? He's supposed to be over in the UK, is where he's supposed to be promoting that. Because the week after WrestleMania, Rampage, The Rock's movie, opens up in the UK and the US, literally 6 days later, right? This is the first. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that'd be 5 days later. So that's a pivotal promotional week for The Rock. Would Warner Brothers let him out of going over to the UK for a whole week to promote the week of the premiere? I don't know, man. Unless it's the grandest stage of them all. Millions and millions of people watching WrestleMania. Tens of thousands showing up to the arena, to the stadium. Would Warner Brothers hook up a deal with WWE that says The Rock can appear if you heavily promote Rampage, the movie? Then I think Warner Brothers will let him. And maybe that's what the bookies know. Maybe the bookies are hearing that Warner Brothers has come to a deal with WWE. That's where it looks like this is headed. And it looks like The Rock will heavily promote for WrestleMania week, even the Raw after Rampage. And this leads us to hear the rumblings of John Cena being upset with the head WWE brass for allowing The Rock to heavily promote their film when Blockers, which is John Cena's movie, which comes out WrestleMania weekend, is not being heavily promoted. And now it looks like The Rock's movie will be heavily promoted if he so chooses to appear at WrestleMania, which again, the bookies think that he definitely is. Then his movie Rampage is going to be the heavily promoted one. Blockers not only is not going to be heavily promoted by WWE, but it's going to be overshadowed. Blockers comes out April 6th, I believe, and then 1 week later, all the focus is going to be on Rampage. So everyone is going to forget about Blockers. So there is rumblings. You can Google this shit, guys. This isn't just me coming out with like coming out with shit out of my ass, man. This is literally, there are already stories saying John Cena is not happy with the WWE right now because of this movie situation. This is real shit. You can Google it yourself, man. This is actual news stories this morning. 6 days out from WrestleMania. A lot of drama going on between The Rock and WWE and Warner Brothers and WWE and John Cena and WWE. The bottom line, does The Rock actually appear? Again, at this point, it looks like yes. 99% chance he's showing up, and there's a good possibility that he competes. If that's the case, then it would have to be the Ronda Rousey match. So how do you take Kurt Angle out of that? Do you do it tonight during the face-off, or do you do it in a backstage attack on WrestleMania? And then The Rock is like this surprise for Ronda Rousey's partner. Who the fuck knows, man? It's fun, right? I mean, these are the news stories we kind of like. It's kind of like, oh, fuck, here we go. It's kind of drama, but it's kind of exciting. It's like, what happens from here? It's minute to minute. It's moment to moment WrestleMania week. And that's never so more evident than this story. You know, is WWE and Warner Brothers going to be able to come to an agreement? Is The Rock going to be able to show up? If that is 100% confirmed, where does he show up? Does he show up for his family? You know, the Nia Jax's or the Roman Reigns' matches? Or is he going to implement himself into the Ronda Rousey storyline? Is it some other storyline that we didn't even think of? A total shock and surprise. We got to wait and see, guys. But that's what I got for you today. I'm going to monitor this story nonstop without question because The Rock at WrestleMania always makes it feel even bigger than it already is. The Rock has been a part of what? The last, like, 5 of the last 6 WrestleManias, or 6 of the last 7, something like that. He's been at every WrestleMania but one the last, like, 6 or 7 years. So, The Rock does not like to miss WrestleMania. The Rock loves being there. The Rock loves being there with his family. And this is a huge family affair for The Rock, man. Because this is a big night for his whole family. So, anyway, that's what I got for you guys. I will continue to monitor that. I'll try to have at least one video every day leading up to WrestleMania this week because it is such a huge week. And obviously, you guys are excited. I'm definitely excited, man. I've been watching this shit for 30 plus years. So you damn sure better bet WrestleMania week is the most exciting of the year for the Amplified, man. Cashing the fuck out, man. I looked out there, man. Did they say 3 to 5 inches of snow? I looked out there last about, 20, 30 minutes ago before I started making this video. It looked like a fucking blizzard when I looked out there. But I don't give a fuck. If it's a blizzard or just like 5 inches, I'm going to trudge through that shit. I'm going to double fist some coffees. I'm going to whoop a lot of New York City ass. And I'll check you guys tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe later today if something else breaks out that's huge. You might see me later today, but I'll definitely try to be with you guys. Not try, what am I saying? It's Monday Night Raw tonight. I'm definitely going to be with you guys tomorrow, man. Raw review reaction for tomorrow, man. This is the go-home show for Raw. This is the final Raw before WrestleMania. They gotta bring their most epic shit of the year tonight for the biggest stage of them all in 6 days. Goosebumps, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The Amplified, man. Cash in the fuck. B motherfucking C. Check you later.